Okay, testing 1 2 1 2. All right, what are we going to be doing today? Let's see. All right, so as I hopefully the stream title indicates is that I was able to get a motherboard finally from Elite Obsolete Electronics, and what's going to happen is I'm going to be basically replacing this motherboard that was for a friend's, I think, how much? 80 gig 5th gen iPod with another one. So this is the old one that I was actually working on the other day. Notice that there's a component missing here. This is the audio component that was necessary in order to make the sound work again. And the idea was to try and reball it, get it to work again by resoldering all the points, but I've been unsuccessful in reballing that component properly with what I have. Um, and thus I can't get the sound working again. So what I went ahead and did is I bought an entire I bought this E20 1975A Apple motherboard again from EOE Works, and effectively I'm going to just replace it, hot swap it. So what needs to happen first is I need to take off the click wheel. So over here you have this wheel menu. It's all attached by this ribbon cable here on this side. So I'm going to have to remove this, and unfortunately this is like a double-sided taped on the other end. I have some double-sided tape I'll have to like find, scavenge around for. But the idea would be to connect this to the new motherboard, um, then connect the screen back to the new motherboard along with this click wheel, connect the battery to that, and effectively try and see if this will fix everything, sound included. So I'll be referencing more of the video from This Does Not Compute on how he was working on his iPod upgrade, and hopefully by just replacing the motherboard, which is kind of like a huge kind of nuclear option of like trying to fix this sound issue, that it will work. So I'm gonna go ahead and start playing the album I always play when I'm working on this called Traversing the Frostfire by Frostveil, and yeah, that's effectively what I'm going to try to do. Hopefully, I can have everything assembled so much so that we can play any of the audio that's coming from the iPod's hard drive already and see if it'll work. So here we go. Some background music. We'll be referencing this video, and we'll be just working in reverse, assembling it instead. So join me on this session. I think I'll be streaming for maybe roughly 2 hours or so, maybe a little less, depending on how much time I actually have for before other errands I must attend to later today. So first things first, I need to remove this whole thing. And actually offline, I was actually able to fix my tweezers. Notice they're like much more straight. Not perfectly straight, but much more so. So now, again, this side is double-sided. So I need to be careful in trying to, get this off. Maybe I'll do the spudders instead. Have very small work surface in front of me, so I'm constantly having to turn around to my keyboard desk and my actual bench here. I'm working in a very small place and trying to make use of every single surface I have. So here we go. Using a nylon sponger instead of metal because I don't want to accidentally rip anything. Sorry, just putting even pressure here. Hopefully it'll come off for the most part. And before I even take it off all the way, I need to make sure that this is turned up. So because we want to push it out in that direction. Here we go. careful even pressure. I think I have most of it off. So the idea would be that since gosh, the barn, the gate, something or another, and that thing is like up, I should be able to pull it off. And I have to do this just carefully. I'll make sure this is here like that. And the thing is, it's like I'm trying to pull it off, but in doing so, it likes to stick on itself. So it's almost like it's like having to pull and then pull up and then pull away over and over again. There you go. All right, so the click wheel is out. So this motherboard is effectively on its own. Yeah, there's like glue parts. Actually, what is this? Is this glue as well? Let me look at what the other side of this look like. Hopefully I didn't rip it apart, but we'll see how it goes. So this motherboard is now effectively going to be kind of spare parts in case anything happens to what I'm doing in the future. All right, click wheel is on its own. It looks like, are we missing something? I can't tell. Hmm. I guess I'll just go with it for now. All right, so here's the new motherboard in this static case, static free case. And I'm wearing gloves because I don't want my oils, the oils in my hand to end up disrupting the screen that I'll be putting on later. So I'm just using it now. Alright, here's the new motherboard. And we'll go in reverse. I think that's the best way to go about this. So, like basically put the click wheel back on. And we're gonna be like loosely fitting this stuff, I think. Because I need to know whether this is even worth the effort of assembling all together in the end. So I'm gonna be eyeballing this a little bit just because it's a little precarious to have to like hook it around. There you go. That was easier for me to do like in the air a little bit as opposed to trying to do it all in the microscope. So you have to forgive me if you don't see what I did. I should close it. turn it around, and effectively we're back to where we were. Right, and so the middle is missing because it's in here. It loves to fall out. Kind of like this. Okay, so now that that's back, I believe what's next is it needs to go back into the frame, this thing. There's like an adhesive section of this frame. Like this is like kind of like the glue, you can tell. It just needs to go back on. I just need to remember in which direction. So I'm gonna reference this video very quickly. So you can tell it like glues on, and then the other half on the other side, it needs to show the port here for the LCD screen. So I'm gonna go ahead and make sure that that's the case. So LCD screen port, everything. So this would mean that this side that I'm on is actually meant to go like this. Right, that makes perfect sense. Like that. Right, all this is making sense because it fits on rather well here. What will I play on the iPod? I don't know. Actually, you should ask Ed what he has on his iPod currently, because that's what we'll be playing first. So I imagine just Scandinavian metal music in the end. Alright, so pressing in just lightly, you know, and there's enough adhesive where, look, I'm letting it go, and it's sticking on. So there, okay. So all this is here. Freewheeling. Okay, so the next thing I think we need to do is assemble the front end, the front part. So this is the LCD screen, and to put this on top. Gosh, if only we're lucky. Australian neoclassical darkwave. I didn't even know there was such a classification, but this world is very large. So there are many things I don't know. Let's see. So I'm trying to remember. So this is an annoying part for this, is that this center loves to just jump around. And not in the way the House of Pain music leads you to believe is fun. Come on. I have no idea how the factory workers line this up. How you doing, Cactus? I've worked on Game Boys. I have worked on Game Boys. I actually modded an old one I had. I went ahead and bought a new case, changed out its changed it out so it uses a LiPo battery instead of double A's. Changed out the screen. So let's see. I have it right here, right next to me. So this is like an OG Game Boy, right? The DMG whatever. See, and then that was effectively the one I had before, and now this is the one that I've modded since. Right, so if you oh yeah, you can't really open it. My bad. It's not meant to be open, but there's a USB-C plug. Plays. Probably can't hear it. And then it has, because it's a new motherboard and stuff, I get to like change the color. There you go. Yeah, so I've modded Game Boys before. Different company provided all the parts. I don't remember them off the top of my head. But yeah, hopefully that amount of music that I just played won't be copyright stricken. Alright, so back to the task at hand, trying to fix Ed's iPod. I'm trying to figure out just let it drop. Like, how did he do it? I guess so. I guess that works. Alright. So now we're at a part. This needs to be connected. And this one's very, very interesting little barn door thing here. Unfortunately, it's so narrow that my nylon spudger can't get in there. So unfortunately, I have to use like the something like this, which is like I'm apprehensive using, but it's the only thing that gets in there properly. There you go. So screen has to go back in. Come on. It's being a little shy at the moment. I have to like coax it in. There we go. Kind of like massage it in. Now I'll use the nylon spudger to push it down instead. Like that. That's on there. Alright, we're getting pretty close to just having this fully assembled again. I'm going to go ahead and these, screw these back in again. So, I gotta turn it around. I have a whole little baggie here of the screws. So I'll just put it in this mode for now, just because it's going to be kind of boring to see it in the microscope. There it is. All right, Eduardo. We're going to hopefully have this done for you soon. So you picked the wrong one. Do I need to do 000? This is actually pretty hard to do with gloves on. Whoa, whoa, whoa. My magnetic screw is doing too good of a job picking them up. Come on. Here we go. Now before I tried so hard to make sure that there was an order, but the problem is I would have had to leave them on my desk for so long in that order that I was afraid that they were going to just fall off over the course of just, me working around the desk. And I decided to put them in a bag and, just mix them up. So hopefully there wasn't necessarily an order. I think they're all the same size. And then I didn't do it the way I usually do, which is do it in star order. As you know, I just had to push that down in order to get the holes to line up properly, which I don't like to do. Like it shouldn't be, the clearance shouldn't be so strict that I have to do that, but I just did. Gosh, this is so hard to do with gloves on. How did I fall into doing this? How did my interest take me to this space? I will never know. I think it was just curiosity. Just wanting to know how things worked. Here I am, reassembling an iPod for a friend. Just remember, there's always one screw in everything that you do when you're disassembling something. I've found in my own experience that that screw or that port will always give you a ton of problems. Yeah, no, you're good, man. No be on you. No be on you. I enjoy doing this. Is what I'm trying to say. I'm just fascinated how I got here. I think I would have gotten here regardless of whether you needed help or not. Actually, it probably is partly your fault, Eduardo, because I didn't get into making keyboards until you put me down that track as well. So you've been greatly influential in my journey of learning about electronics, especially soldering. So I owe you a lot. Everything that I'm doing now stems from us engaging each other, enabling each other in our interests. All right. Yeah, yeah. Doesn't it? Like now I think it's just like in the kind of book, how do I put it? Like open book order. So what am I trying to say with that? I'm trying to say is that in very soon it'll look like just a book that's open that's connected by wires. All right, so I don't remember how that is supposed to be installed, so I'm going to look at this real quick. And remember, I'm only putting the hard drive in for the moment just to test that the audio port is working. So it looks like that, meaning it doesn't go in like this, it goes in like this, resting on it. All right, cool. I'm very happy that I get to have videos to reference from other people having done the same work. So hopefully people who eventually look at these streams will have a different uh, resource as well. Okay, so the question is this a friction fit, or do I need to like move something around? I think I need to move something around. So we're going back to the microscope. Let's see, let's see. I think it's already open. I don't remember what this does. There you go. It's weird. You have to stand this up like the iPod itself upright, like you're making an L effectively, with the main motherboard and stuff being upright, and then this connection to the hard drive and the hard drive itself being down. Is it down? Looks like it's down. I had to do it with my finger because of the positioning I was in. That line looks pretty straight. That one next to the ribbon cable. Alright. We're just gonna say it's good. Alright, so we're at this stage now. That's in there. Battery should still be good. Now we need to just connect a few more things actually. Maybe I should have connected the hard drive last or something. Because what I need to do now. Yeah, maybe I'll disconnect it now, even though I just reconnected it. Because I need to put in the connection from the motherboard to the rest. There you go. And then slip it out like that. So I need to connect that to that's the headphone jack. So I'll do that next. Whoop. Just knocking things around. Headphone jack. Oh, it's so not cooperating with me right now. Come on. Go. No, don't. Headphone jack. Is this right? Yep. Here we go. I'm going back to this view. Gosh, how did I install this? There's so many pins that I need to press down all at the same time. Alright, figured it out, I guess. Trying to install it as close to like production as possible. Alright, there are these things that I've cleaned recently. These like stoppers. That's not it. I don't remember how these stoppers work. That doesn't seem right. It's like trying to resolve a puzzle here. That doesn't seem right either. Alright, how do these go again? No. Dude, I have no idea how these go back again. Nothing quite fits. That one kind of fits. But if we're doing that, this one's supposed to fit in here and it doesn't. They don't have any markers to help me figure that out. Alright. I'll look at that in a minute. Because what's next is having to put the battery on. Open it like a book. Basically test if this thing is up. There it is. And then having to thread this in there. Music stopped, I know. You just have to be content with the audio of me struggling to put this in here. Come on. Okay. From my angle, everything seems to be okay. Pushing down. All right. We're not going to tight fit it again. It's going to be, whoa, turned right on. All right. Turned right on. All right. All right. I don't know if, oh, it's because it's locked. All right. Click wheel works. Oh, what? I don't know if you can hear this, Eduardo. Could you hear that before? The clicking? I don't know if I could remember hearing that before. Music. All right, let's be incredibly judgmental of Eduardo. Jesus, what is all this music, man? This is terrible. This is terrible music. I don't know what you have on here. Uh, clicky equals soul. Hell yeah, man. Sounds good. This, let's put Eduardo on blast here, if I could. Let's see. The music he listens to is Wise Man, Slightly Stupid, Acoustic Roots. Nice. Poor taste. Just poor taste. Let's see. Uh, we're we're good. We're good. We're good. I can hear music now. Yeah, yeah. Using the old headphone jack assembly, I think. Actually, I don't remember. You would have to go through my VODs to see which one I ended up using, but everything's working. Everything is working as expected. Yep. I can hear the audio. I can hear the audio. We're good. I don't remember if this is the old headphone jack assembly or not, but I figured. All right, everything's working as expected. So, what is left? Put this to sleep. Turn this off. We have liftoff. Yeah, we got it. That's what it was. Just needed a whole brand new motherboard. Um, Now I need to actually do the work of replacing the motherboard with the other thing. I think that's actually going to be the most straightforward part of this whole thing. Everything else I've done is just like incredibly difficult in comparison. All right. So again, this motherboard, I'm taking it. It's gonna be mine. It's gonna be my in case I need spares for you, I guess, in the future as well. If you're like, hey, some bullshit happened, help. Be like, don't worry, I got you. As long as it's not that one component, I can just pull one of these off. Alrighty. Next thing to do is this stuff right here. If anything, I have an extra now. Yeah, maybe. Alright, Frostfire again. Alright, so there's a number of things I need to do. Yeah, the real... Actually, now we're getting into the reason, the whole point of this, which is to actually mod it now. Again, it's here. Oh god, the battery and stuff too. Jesus, we haven't gone to anything. We haven't even touched it modding wise. This is so funny. We haven't touched it modding wise at all. All right, I'm looking at the way these flipper things are, so I need to just match it left to right. Okay, so it's like that. Oh, I see. I have the parts in front of me, so I'm like, okay, I understand how it goes now. It's like this. It's like that one's the right, this one's the left. All right. Left, right. Got it. All right. Flipping it over. Now the real modding, the actual mod begins. Everything else is a prelude to this part. Okay, so now I have to take off. The battery. Battery has been disengaged. Here we go. So, man, how is the I'm trying to remember what are even all the mods that we need to do to this. Um, do you need a different headphone jack? You gotta let me know if you need a different headphone jack. It sounded fine. The headphone jack sounds great, the one that's in there already. So I'm more in the mode of like leaving it for now, since it just sounds fine to me. So this one, I'll give it back to you. I don't think you need it. But then this one, new battery, new head, and the iFlash quad. So opening this up. And everyone else I've seen is they just use their bare hands dealing with this. Yeah, I'm just gonna give it back to you. The headphone jack. Here's this. Tossing that. And it's funny, this whole hard drive here is gonna be replaced by this thing instead. This one thing right here. Alright. Time to take it apart. Slips right out. Setting it aside. I'll leave it to you if you ever want to use it again, Eduardo. I don't remember what this is for. It came with this. But we'll see in a moment. Alright. There you go. The sort of gate thing is open, so come on. This is open, right? No, it's not. It's closed. Alright. Cool. That would make a lot of sense as to why I wasn't going in. Battery in the PCB. Alright. Those, just do it by hand. I'm assuming you want it in USD 1. this thing, right? Since you only gave me one, I'm just gonna insert it in there. It's a 512 gigabyte. Let's see. This thing is like Fort Knox over here. Oh, it was so in there, I thought it was like still under plastic. Alrighty. In. Spacer is making sense here. Click wheel works. Alright, battery is the next thing. Battery I've left alone. Yeah, do you like my work with the tape there? Alright, time to remove the battery. Gotta, use a spudger here. Push it off. A little sticky there. So this is the previous battery. It was meant to go up here because the hard drive would fill up this entire space. So that was the only thing left over. Brilliant engineering by the people at Toshiba and Apple and everything else to figure all this out. I'm gonna add some more tape there to make sure that's down. Oh. Best tape. NASA tape. I can't believe it took us this long to just get to the mod. What a struggle. Sincerely, like, everything just to, what a roadblock, just to get to this point. Okay, Eduardo, I'm gonna need your advice here. I know we're on a delay, so I need to know whether you want the battery to fit, to be on the motherboard, like... Actually, how does this work? Trying to figure out how to bend it properly. Because it's meant to go on like this. But how the hell... It's obviously wrong. God, now I gotta look this up. Alright. Trying to look this up. I'm on my desktop, I think. It's supposed to be on the case. See, but he's not installing it on the case. Actually, what is he saying? Oh yeah, never mind. He is on the case. Okay, so he uses double-sided tape, I guess. Kapton tape wouldn't work here. So I'm trying to figure out. I'm trying to really figure out how this is supposed to work. Like, like so this is the original battery, right? It goes on the case like there, like this. This is a new battery. The ends, oh, the contact points are completely different. So in order to match the contact points, I'd have to put it like this way. What the hell is going on? I have no idea how to install this battery on here. Oh boy. All right. Uh, time to look up EOE works and see how they install the battery. I have no idea. I'm looking at this. I'm like, none of this is making any sense.
Austin.
Sorry, Austin. I need to have you be quiet for a moment. All right, so this is what I'm looking at the moment. Yeah, look at him just mangle that. He did that so quick. Okay, okay, he did that so quick. Oh God, it's like bent the wrong way. Okay, I think I understand. It's not bent the right way. Okay, you notice that the numbers, the ID is over there. All right. Now I want you to see. So if I were to put it on like this, the numbers are on this side. This is bent the wrong way. Or is it? Oh man, I don't know. I have no idea how to install this because it's like if I bend this the other way, then it's pointing in the wrong direction. Pins go that way. Yeah, dude, this is bent the wrong way. I need to bend it this way. I don't know why it was bent that other way. Yeah. This one makes the most sense. I needed to bend it the other way. That's why it wasn't making any sense to me. Alright, so he puts it on. Da 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 da. There is no closed captioning, so I don't know what is being said. Yeah, dude, I think it was just bent the other way. and that's what like it was confusing my brain. But that's it, like that. Okay, so next question. As far as I can tell from the video we just saw, it was not. God, sorry. I'm trying to think. It was not added to the case. So I don't know what this is for, other than like maybe. No, that's gonna rattle around. Unless it's meant to. I don't know what that's for. I don't know what that's for. I'm looking up on the video again. Yeah, I'm not sure. This is we're in confusing times. I'm gonna go ahead and put this in though now. Well, this just slipped out. What the? Did I? Okay, I'll have to look at that in a moment. It's all coming apart. All right, let's try and save this. Ah. This thing, I think it is adhesive on one side. I'm now just trying to find how those rubber membranes go. So it's very obvious that it kind of works like. I'm like, I didn't put it upside down, did I? That would be very much like me, though. Alright, I think I got that right. Um, Not to figure out why this one. part. I thought I went in properly. I guess I was wrong. It's hard to tell how far to push this in. Come on. Ooh, all right. Another challenge here. Come on. Cool. Doesn't want to line up. One. There we go. That feels a lot more correct. That feels a lot more correct. All of it does. There we go. All right. Don't slip away. Don't you slip away. Now I'm talking to my electronics like a specific Australian iPod person. I guess that's what happens when you do this for too long. You start going crazy, talking to yourself, talking to your stuff. Okay, so my guy just runs through it. He just like just speed running how to like install these different configurations. So I'm just gonna have to figure out what he meant when they added this in. It actually makes sense to put it here. Like kind of towards the middle? Or would it make sense to put it on the case here so that when I close it, it's putting pressure right here? That's making more sense to me, is you want pressure here, not on the screen. So you want to put it like kind of max smack dab there. Like right over where this IC is. That's, you know, it's got some the permanent sort of thing, so you don't look at what it is. The goo. That makes sense to me. Are we available? Let's see. Hey, look at that. Look at that, mate. Look at that. Oh, dude, just go away. Look at that. Connect to your computer. Alright. I mean, things are happening, so. How do I do this? I don't know where to put this still. If I were to guess, it would be right here. Dead center. I don't want this, but the thing is I don't want this moving around either. Oh, look at that. It splits into two. What does that mean? What does it mean when it splits into two? Does it mean it's supposed to put it here and here? I don't know. Does it mean put it here and here? I can't tell. I can't tell. It's disappointing that he breezes over it so quickly. I'm going ahead and just going through the footage again.
The SD card with some captain's tape. Now, obviously, when we move to a thick backplate like such, suddenly there becomes a lot more room inside the iPod. And I'm happy to say all of these batteries, square 2000 milliamp hour, a rectangle 2000 milliamp hour, the 2800, thin 3000 milliamp hour, which we'll get to in a second, and the thick 3000 milliamp hour. They will all fit with an iFlash Solo. Next up is the iFlash Dual. In a thin configuration, it's compatible with Flash, in my opinion. Where 2000 milliamp hour battery, thick. Long story short, the question, will one of these fit in a thin iPod? For the 3000 milliamp hour battery, on that side, and on this side, you can see it does not touch this ridge that is right there on the back plate. It's very important. Now I'm going to prove to you that this battery in proper configuration, the 3000 milliamp hour battery, all the way up against the midframe on that side, and on this side, you can see it does not touch this ridge that is right there on the back plate.
Apparently that ridge is important to not touch, alright? I'm still trying to figure out where to put these pads, Eduardo. I haven't a clue. I'm gonna guess, and I'm just gonna absolutely guess here, and it's I'm gonna put him on this case, make it so it presses down on this, because this kind of wiggles. See how it's like wiggling a little bit here? And I'm hoping that this will press it down so this doesn't move around as much. And there's no way to like put this battery in this case and flip it because it just it doesn't seem right. It would be pretty hard to make sure that that's possible. Unless it's double-sided tape. I think if I were to work on this again, I would love if the battery stayed there because there's less of a chance when I open it up that I rip that up. Instead, everything's kind of like on this side, and this opens up like a book. Don't have to worry about it too much. All right, listen, I'm gonna go for it. I have to make a decision. I have to make an executive decision now as to where to put these things. Let's see about cleaning this side. All right, well, it's kind of clean. I'm trying to wipe away as much as I can because we're going to be putting like an adhesive here. So let's see about this cleaner. This is like a lens cleaner. Alrighty. If I clean any more, I'll be removing those numbers. It's not too late. I don't know what that means. But I think I'm going to stick it here and here so that when I close it, this is not being pressed down, right? Because this lines up in this side. So I'm going to be here and here. So this is being pressed down like this. I don't, do I want it like up here? I mean, that'd be cute to like snake it in between. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll try and sneak it in between there, actually. And then I'll press it, like here and here instead. I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna go for it. It's one. Gosh. Ugh. There we go. Two. Check my phone real quick. All right, so I think this is how it should be. All right, so obviously the battery is still working. We're going to now do the thing where we connect it, where we just push it through. Gosh. Now I'm like triple checking everything. We got it. All right, here it is. Assembled with the New hard drive and new battery. It's begging to be connected to iTunes. Now, Eduardo, I think I'm gonna leave that to you. I'm gonna leave that to you. Like, I think it's because I don't want it to like sync it up to my iTunes and then have it be registered under my name in my account. I'm gonna leave that to you, just so you can run through all the software stuff. Is that fine with you? All right, perfect. Thank you. I'm using a lens cleaner. This is what I use for my monitors, right? And it's still there. Yeah, I just inserted the SD card as is. So I hope that's fine. Um, for the whole like I hope I didn't need to format it in some other way prior to doing that, but I think you have it. I think it turns off by itself when it's like it needs to connect to iTunes to format. So it just like instead of just draining the battery, just waiting for that to happen, it just like turns itself off. So if you just press the click wheel, and then you should be good to go. But yeah, here you go. This is it. Feels lighter. And I'll go ahead and return to you back your everything else that you gave me to help with this, like this. I'll give you back your battery. I'll give you back your headphone jack. But yeah, I think we're good. I think we're good. Because I tested the headphone jack before and it sounded great. It was good. Um, and listen, if you have any future issues, like because I haven't been able to test it properly, like if you find just like, oh, I don't know. If anything else comes up, just hit me up. I'll be returning all this stuff to you. I'm keeping this, your old motherboard. And yeah, man. So you saw it live, me getting your stuff completely modded. So that is it for today. What are we at? We're at an hour 18. Perfect. So it wasn't too long of a stream. But yeah, I think next time maybe I'll stream, maybe I won't. I think I'm gonna be working on mine instead. I have it like in a semi-ready space here. Like I'm doing the this is mine. I'm doing the clear see-through. So I start I replace mostly everything. This is the new thing that I actually need a headphone jack for the thick version of the case, which is what I ordered. Because if you try and apply the headphone jack from a slim case and try and think that you can go to a thick case, that's incorrect. Because if you see a couple streams ago, I was working on mine that the headphone jack slots for like the screws didn't match up at all. And that's because, it's a different case, so the register holes are completely different, and yeah, I wasn't able to secure it properly. So it was like in this intermediary state of just it could not be completed. So all right, here's your bag of all the stuff here. This is all yours. You'll have to hit me up on when you're available so I can return all this back to you. All right. Dude, I don't care if it's full of shitty music. It is your music now. I ain't gonna keep it. Besides, at the very least, the hard drive itself is a piece of technology from a bygone era. This is like, who would have ever thought that this hard drive implementation by Toshiba at this scale, this size, is the thing that was going to revolutionize music. So here you go, baggie full of stuff. It's got plates. Oh yeah, we are meeting next week. Next week, I will hand this over to you next week. So all this you see right here, I don't remember if you had headphones. I don't think you did. I don't think you had headphones. But I don't want to speak too much in that because okay. Okay, we're all good. All right. Thank God for machine. Thank God for the machine. Thank God for Sentinel. Thank God for the machine. Anyways, that was this stream. That for people who don't even know what I just spoke about, it's fine. It's fine. You don't have to know. Anyways, until next time, everybody. Thank you for joining me in peace. Everyone, take care.